Hi, my name is Justin Kane. I'm a Chicagoland real estate investor, and what we're here to talk about today are the 4 levels of real estate. But just before we get into that, I know that many of you may have heard that it's not a great time to get involved in real estate investing because the media says, oh, the rates are down or maybe prices are down. I want to just put out there that this is the absolute best time to get involved in real estate because the rates are down and the prices are down. Heck, you can pick up properties for 30, 40, 50 cents on the dollar, not of what they were 3 years ago, but of what they're worth today. And that's really what makes real estate investing work. So let's get into a little bit more information on each one of the levels of real estate investing. Wholesaling is where you buy low and you sell low. Essentially, you're getting paid to negotiate with the seller of a property for a really, really low price. And then you're going to go find the person who wants to buy that property, and you're negotiating with them for a little bit more than the seller wants. So you're creating a spread, whether that's $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. Imagine if you did several of these a month. I know personally that wholesalers in my area make anywhere between $20,000 and $40,000 per month just wholesaling properties. And that's amazing. You don't have any risk in the deal because all you're doing is creating deals. You're going out there and finding people who want to sell their homes and people who want to buy those homes. Now, whether those people who want to be the buyers are fix and flippers or people who want to hold those properties for long-term cash flow, you can create a great spread in that middle ground. The second level of real estate investing is fix and flip. And this is where you buy a property, you fix it up, and then you sell it to the retail buyer. That's how you make your money. You're putting money into the property in the repairs and maintenance part of the property. Now, fix and flips can go all the way from just putting a little paint and carpet, kind of, small little detail type work, all the way up to doing huge amounts of labor with electrical and plumbing and moving walls and sanding floors and things like that. So there's all that in between, from just a small amount of work to a large amount of work. Now, I've been very successful with the fix and flip strategy in the Chicagoland area. In fact, I'm going to give you one of my deals that we've been able to do. But when I say I do fix and flips, I don't really mean that I do it. I hire a general contractor to do all the work. Now, remember, I was a band teacher, so I don't know how to do all of the work that is involved with the fix and flip, but I know what the finished product should look like. So one of our houses that we purchased down on the south side of Chicago, actually in the Stager area, was $30,500. So that's what we paid for the house, and then we put over $30,000 into it, about $31,000, $32,000. So now we're into the house for $62,000, $63,000, and we're listing that house at $149,000. Now what we did to the house was we took out all the old carpet, we put in all new carpet, we put in new cabinets, new bathroom vanities, new tile everywhere. We painted the exterior of the house, we cleaned up the lot. So we've done a lot of work to it, but do you see that there's a whole huge potential for profit in there between the $64,000, $62,000 that we have into it and the $149,000 that it's listed for. In fact, the broker said that we should have listed it for $179,000, but we chose to list it for a little bit less than that because we want people looking at our house first. That means that we want to get in and out of this property in just a few months as opposed to sitting on it for maybe 6 months or 8 months. We want to make money fast in today's market. Now, the third level of real estate is buy and hold, and this is where long-term money is made. In fact, if you want to retire or if you want to send your kids to college, this is a great strategy for you because it's long-term. It's a little bit more risk up front for a huge long-term reward. Buy and hold is where you buy a property and you have a management company manage it, or maybe you manage it yourself if that's what you want to do, but you basically have a renter living in your property. And we all know that people that have rental properties are making money if they've got into the properties correctly. That's one of the keys, is getting into those properties at the right price and being able to think long term, how much is it going to cost me to maintain the property? how much is it going to cost me to manage the property, and how much can I make from renting that property. Now you may think, oh, it takes hundreds of thousands of dollars, or maybe it takes dozens of years to be able to build a buy and hold portfolio. In this market, I've been able to build over a portfolio of over 30 properties in just a few short years in the buy and hold arena. In fact, I make money every single month on that portfolio because I purchased them right. And I have a great management company that manages those. And so for my retirement, all I have to do is maintain that portfolio, and my retirement is taken care of. I know that there are great opportunities out there in the buy and hold market right now, and that's really something that you should be looking at as a real estate investor today. Now, the fourth level of real estate is private money lending or private equity partnering. This is where you take your money that you've created in a business or in a job or in maybe the first three levels of real estate, and you put that into other people's real estate or other people's real estate deals. This is where your money starts to work for you. And guess what? The great thing about money is it works on weekends, it works on holidays, it works at night, it works all the time. And that's called interest. And when you're charging an interest, or you're taking a portion of the deal just for investing your money, you see that you can put less time in. You could be in Hawaii or in South America or in Africa taking a safari, and your money would still be working for you. It'll still be producing an interest rate. Now let's talk about what that might mean for you. If you're really, really good and you're putting your money out there in different places, let's say that you have $100,000 and you've got that out there at 12 or maybe 15% interest, you could be making $12,000 to $15,000 per year or more doing this strategy. Maybe you're taking a portion of the deal. Maybe you're a 20% partner or a 40% partner of the real estate deal that you're putting your money into. It's kind of like venture capitalism, but it's a little bit less complicated than that, and it's really something that as a real estate investor you can get into quite quickly. Now, I want you to let your mind run wild. Let's say that you had $1 million working for you out there in real estate deals, earning you 15% on your money. That's $150,000 a year that you don't have to work for. Heck, that's what most people work their entire lives building up their 401k. They put away all their money and they're trying to get to that $1 million. Well, we can do that through the 4 different levels of real estate investing. Now, these 4 levels of real estate build on each other. You take your money from wholesaling, you roll it into a fix and flip. Then maybe you take your money from the fix and flip and roll it into buy and hold. As you're rolling the money into buy and hold, you're also learning about properties where you could put your money into, or you could structure deals with other people in a private lending situation or a private equity partnership. So these levels really build on each other. And as I've gotten more educated, I've been able to move through the levels of real estate investing and become very successful. Now, just because you're over here on level number 4 doesn't mean you can't do level number 1. All of them start to work together, and all of them figure into your systems where you're starting to build cash flow and you're starting to build equity on a long-term basis. So if you're ready to get started moving through the 4 levels of real estate, click on the Get Started Now link on this page. Thank you for watching, and now you understand the 4 levels of real estate investing.